Yo, I'm a baddie daddy in the gym on the live. Pushing heavy weights, man, makes me feel alive. Get home from a long day at work just to see the smile on the kids as they go berserk. Can't wait to catch a cold one with the bro. Shooting the shit and prepping for the show. Counting down the days for the weekend just to get no sleep and then do it all again.
Welcome back, Batty Daddy, episode 11. Kevin Pruitt, Big Husky, already burp, already, bro.
And that little something came up on that one. That one hurt.
It's good to be back. It's been a few weeks. Our last episode was with Craig. It's kind of piggyback off that episode. Obviously, what he's got going on over there at Big Night in the City is a great cause, and we went to the Stoney LaRue show to support him.
Yeah.
That following Sunday after that recording, and it was a great time. We took the whole family. It was a family event, and man, Stoney still puts on a show, even here in Midlothian, Texas, and it's cool. It's cool to be able to take our kids 10 minutes down the road on a Sunday, in that kind of environment, that type of show, the level of you know that he's at, and to bring that star here.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that we saw somebody get kicked out of that charity event. And just
Midlow gonna Midlow.
Yeah, I mean, I get it too. Like, you could tell she's someone that was like deeply affected by, Alzheimer's and all that. I felt bad for her. I felt bad for Stoney and the whole situation. But I was like, man, the show had just started too, like maybe 10 minutes in. It was an all-day event. Everybody was having a great time. I was not expecting that many people to be there.
Well, also shout out to Union 28, because they are that venue for us now locally that can have that type of person, that type of event, and that amount of people, and accommodates everything, because we were comfortable with our kids, our family, and the food was great, service was great, and it was a little Sunday fun day.
Didn't feel overly crowded too.
Yeah.
Like we were able to sit in our area, move inside, have some food, still hang out and socialize. Like, it didn't. Now, obviously, if we were in the front of the event, maybe a bit different. But
well, I think if we didn't have kids, we'd probably be in the front of that thing. I know you'd have been, fangirling and stuff and showing your tits, but
hold on, dude. What? Bro, this is a PG-13 show. We don't talk like that in here, man.
Every time I upload the podcast, it's like, is this rated for kids? I always say no. And then you walk in and your kids is watching on YouTube. Yeah. My daughter's like, Daddy, I saw you on YouTube.
That's funny. Lee, my oldest, he'll be like, you know what? You're a baddie daddy. He calls me baddie daddy randomly. You know why you can do that? Because you're a baddie daddy. I'm like, yeah, that's right, bud.
Hell yeah.
He's about the brand, man. He's about the brand.
Well, speaking of baddie daddy, it's flown by since our last, just 2-person episode, to the point that our whole football season that we, talked up and discussed for a couple of episodes and we hyped up a lot, it's over. And the results are in. And we posted some footage, throughout the year, throughout the season, some highlights. If you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube page as well. Some game film, like full-on games. And we went 6-1. We won first place throughout the season. We went undefeated. We won our first playoff game. And then, unfortunately, we came up short in the championship. Some injuries, which we knew was bound to happen. We knew this was going to happen at the age that we are. There was 35-year-old, 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 40-year-old, 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 38-year-old, and then a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Right? So we knew that down the road, some of us would be the pecking list of injuries. And you got the injury bug a couple times. And then I got the injury bug in the championship game.
Hold on. I was right offensively. Like, we lived and died by the big play. We died by the big play. You throwing that interception going in halftime killed
It was
us.
the first drive after halftime.
Okay. That's even worse. Kills us. Giving up a touchdown going into halftime kills us.
Yeah. There were some big plays, and we'll post the full game footage, as of course. But the takeaways from the championship game was it was a really good team. Kudos to them. And we were these old guys that were coming in. No one really knew what was going to happen, and then we kind of took over the league. We had the number one scoring offense in the league, which is to be proud of. There was a few games, I'm pretty sure we had more touchdowns than incompletions.
I'm him.
We talked about that.
I'm him, right?
We talked about
I'm him, right?
What is him?
Tell me. You tell me, Bubba. I'm laying it up.
You
tell me what him is. Tell me what him is.
I'll pat you on the back here. Listen, you showed out. We all showed out. A lot of us showed out for sure. It's just funny, and I will try to find a way to play this back. But I remember you specifically saying, if I get injured, if I get hurt, I'm a has-been.
Yeah.
And you got hurt, bro, twice.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, I kind of am for sure. But it's funny how that conversation happened. And then you spoke it into existence because you talked about being injured. You're like, man, if I get injured, I'm a has-been. And then you strained a calf muscle in one game.
I tore one, strained another.
Yeah.
I mean, look, my calf muscle used to be here.
Damn, dude.
Look.
You need to hit legs.
Dude, I left it all on the field, bro.
Well, look, championship game, even with 2 torn calf muscles, you were when we were down to 5-on-5 and all 5 of y'all had to play for the second half, and you got that ball in those passes, you were trucking, bro. You were trying your hardest, man. You don't run that 4.5 no more, but you
run
were
that 4.8.
trying,
That
dude.
4.8.
You think you run under a 4?
I run under a 5. I run under a 5.
You run under a 5.
Yeah. It'd be close though. I'm not like
It'd be close.
Like a 4.9. 60 moving at 4.9.
260 moving at 4.9, man. That's some Mike Allstott stuff right there.
You heard it on the sideline, like, man, big boy gets to moving. He's pretty fast.
Yeah,
huh?
there's some people talking about it for sure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, was the flag league what you expected and what you wanted out of it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely didn't. I knew I was going to be competitive, but I was trying to rein in like my competitive spirit. But then sometimes it just got the better of me. But that being said, after I tore my calves, I was like, man, I got to just have fun out there. So when I came back, like the last 2 or 3 games, that's what I was doing, was just trying to have fun and not take it as serious. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I still got a little, like, a couple sprinkles of gasoline in the tank. Nothing special, but I surprised myself for sure. Like, I'm like, damn, I still got it. But like,
Yes.
I could have easily went out there and just embarrassed myself.
I think for even all of us, the coolest thing was after every game, our kids coming up to us.
For sure.
And, repping the Batty Daddy brand, the Batty Daddy chant. You guys are the Batty Daddies.
Yeah.
And hearing the kids cheer us on and then see us compete at that level. And, they're getting to that age where they're getting very competitive themselves. So to see their dads put it on the line, and even trash talk a lot. So I think that was the biggest takeaway is like, yeah, it's for us for sure. Like we enjoyed 100% of it. But also our families, our kids got involved. They got invested. And just hearing them cheer for us, that was the coolest thing.
You know who definitely overplayed or outkicked their coverage during the season? And he would tell you this. He wouldn't admit this to you, but I know he feels it. Your brother played way better than he thought he could ever play.
Did he play better or did he get gifted a role?
Well, you definitely could not throw to your brother. That's a fact, Jack.
We're connected by blood, bro. We think alike.
It's like I told him, man. First came back from injury, I played center, scored a touchdown like that. It's an easy position to score touchdowns.
Yeah,
dude.
so in flag football, the center position can obviously go out for a pass as well. And that's where my older brother played a lot. So apparently led the league in touchdowns. As he was keeping stats.
He was a selfish one-way player. So
that's the wrap on flag football. Again, if you haven't been to our YouTube channel, you'll see the games Feel free to go watch, critique us, and
Should we
laugh
do
at
like
us.
should we do like you need to create a highlight tape
Of myself?
of just I mean, yeah, you've already done that. You've done that already. Like of the team.
I posted a 10-second video
Of you just
of
throwing
three-
touchdowns.
of three touchdowns out of 10 in one game. And then these guys are hating on me that I'm so selfish that all I want to do is show myself. And I'm like, it's my social media.
Bro,
What do you want me to do?
hey, you can't spell me without an E, and you can't spell Pruitt without an E. You see what I'm saying there?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Some colorism right there. But no, in the past 5 weeks or so since our last one-on-one episode, flag football's a wrap.
Circle back. Easter weekend was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. Getting with your family, having our family out there doing like is it considered glamping? If you
100%.
if you rent a travel trailer and like
You can't get more glamping. You didn't even pull the trailer. Someone set it up for you. You shit in it. You slept in it.
I did not. No, I never poop in the trailer.
Where'd you go?
To the regular the communal bathrooms.
Yeah, you don't want to clog it up?
I just feel bad, like
A little bitty toilet. You're
just like
overpowering
I'm
it.
just like, and then somebody's gonna flush that out. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just feel guilty about it.
Well, that's
Like,
nice of you.
but my son, he blew it up.
But yeah, so it 100% is glamping. Like we fished, took our family fishing, our kids fishing. A few of them caught fish.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun. Some wouldn't touch it, but yeah.
I know you don't know your father's honey holes.
Well, that's a weird time of the year to fish, man. It's not just me. There's other professional fishermen that were also struggling that weekend. But we had a few of our friends come down, and then also my family. It's been a tradition for 30-plus years to go camping for Easter, and then they do Easter egg hunts. And at this point, honestly, 30 years ago or 25 years ago, that was us out there Easter egg hunting. And now we're with our wives, with our kids, and now, my parents are still putting out Easter eggs now for our kids, and it's a second, third generation thing going on now that hopefully continues on.
And my oldest man, he was so excited for it. He was like, "When are we going camping? When are we going camping? How many sleeps will we go camping?" He was so pumped to go.
And honestly, it shouldn't just be a once a year thing for us. Like we should do it again, because I know my kids 100% love it, and it wears them out to the point where like there's no naps, and they're asleep by 7:30. And it just leaves us staying up till 2, waking up at 6. No naps for us. It was my birthday weekend. Yeah, it was a fun, and then towards the end, I was just done.
Yeah, but you trooped on.
Yeah,
Just like you did with hold on, this guy broke his ankle basically championship game of the flag football season. And we were going out to celebrate his birthday that night. Dude has 2 birthday celebrations in 1 month, in a matter of 2 weeks actually. And we go out and we had a good time. We had a really good time. This dude's over here like just limping, had to be carried out because he couldn't walk. He shows up to a buddy's house, gets in the hot tub, gets in the pool, and then winds up in the ER at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Well, my wife was like, "Kevin, you literally cannot walk right now." And I don't remember this conversation, but she says, "You are going to the hospital. I need to make sure that you did not break anything or tore your Achilles." So we went to the hospital, took some x-rays. I'm in the hospital throwing up from birthday celebrations at 3 a.m. And she takes care of me. And the next morning I wake up like nothing ever happened. And then I try to stand up and I almost fall over.
Oh.
And was in a walking boot for a few days. Yeah.
Oh.
So I did everything I could, man. I left it out on the field. I couldn't say the same for other people. So.
Dude, hold on. I left it on the field. I came back from leaving on the field and
that
put
wasn't
it back
towards
on.
you, brother.
Oh, I take everything personal, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's directed towards
Whatever.
me. Comeback player of the year.
Dude wants every award. He wants the HIM award, the MVP award, the two-way player award, the comeback player of the year award.
Hell yeah, dude. I didn't go out there and sacrifice my body for nothing. But no, it was cool, man. Like, I don't mind that we lost. Here's the one I don't like losing, but the guy on that team, may be one of the worst. I don't even know how you say it. Sore loser, sore winner, sore sport overall. Like, it's one thing to win. It's one thing to play hard and be enthusiastic and, like, in the moment. But, like, the dude never shut it off. And
If you're his teammate, though, don't you love that?
no.
If that guy is on your team
No.
and you're the first one up to bat, this is hypothetical. If you're the first guy up and you're bowing out your chest and you have this guy behind you and he's doing the same thing and carrying the same momentum, you're loving that shit.
No, dude. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, he's a cancer, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's a TO, right?
Yes.
Like, when things are bad, it's bad. When
It's
things are
flag
great, it's great.
football. This is flag football. It's not we're playing college football or like arena football or like a serious sporting event. This is adult flag football league. It is not that serious. Now, granted, I told myself that a couple times. I just have lines. I'm very competitive. That I didn't realize how much competitive juice I had in me.
Over under 2 fights that you almost got into this season.
Over.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I drew back, apologized, righted my wrongs, moved on, got better from it. This guy never changed, never faltered, was just an idiot.
Well, maybe
My point I'm getting at is here. They beat us once, we beat them once.
and we were hurt
And we only had 5 players.
and missing our star corner.
And our star quarterback. Let's go. MVP award for sure goes to you, 100%.
Well, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because I
'Cause
had to
you
vouch
were-
for myself sometimes.
Yeah, no. Dude, hold on. You created your own highlight tape.
Moving on from flag football, another topic that we talked about a couple of episodes before our last one was testosterone levels. And I went and got checked, and I was low. And it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling this way, let me go get checked. It was more or less like a yearly thing. Like, I'm 35, right? So let me go make sure, I'm going to check my testosterone levels. I came in low. I came in at 250. So they tried to put me on testosterone. They said, hey, you have to come back and do another test. And if you test low again, then we'll get you some TRT. I did not go back. What? I haven't been back yet.
Are we being honest now or what?
Yeah, we're being honest. What's up?
You're not on TRT right now, bro?
No, 100% I'm not.
Damn, you're juicy though,
No.
huh? That was a compliment right there, dude.
I appreciate that.
Damn.
Listen, I'm not on TRT, but
About to be on TRT.
no. So, and I did some research. TRT,
Made.
yeah, it's man-made. So I went a different route. I went a peptide route.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got on some peptides
Damn.
about 4 weeks ago, and I haven't gotten checked since. So I'm curious to see if this actually works. But I was at 250, and I got on some peptides. It's called enclomiphene, and it's a natural testosterone booster.
Mhm.
So it's like a 1 pill a day, and you take it. Yeah. And,
Are you sure you're on real peptides?
Oh, what?
Or real peptides?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, dude.
Wow. What's real peptides?
I don't know. There's injectable forms of peptides.
Oh, yeah. There's injectables, but there's swallables as well. There's pill forms. I've been taking it for about 3 weeks now. So I'm going to do a follow-up with that clinic to see, is this working or not? Because if I go in and I'm at 250 again, I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gonna get on testosterone?
that's my only route, right? Because if this natural peptide and clomiphene doesn't work, then I have to go a different route.
But do you feel like you need it?
I don't feel like it. I feel like I do feel like that this enclomiphene pill works. I do feel that way. I'm like, okay,
Drop the link, bro.
Yeah.
Drop the link, bro.
Okay, I got to get results first before I start pushing this.
Well, if I
product
work
to
out
my-
2-3 times a week,
to my following. So it's called a cutting stack.
mm-hmm.
It's a clomiphene, ostarine, or ostarine. It's like a recovery pill, and then clenbuterol. I have not touched clenbuterol, bro. I read up on clenbuterol, and I'm like, I want no fucking part of. I want no part of that, bro. High anxiety, high heart rate. I'm like, I don't need that shit. I already have heart problems. But maybe if I get into like a fitness model influencer position.
Damn it.
So anyway, that's where I'm at on the testosterone levels. Is I came in low. I'm on clomiphene, and we talked about this a few times, right? Have you considered getting on TRT? I know that you tested.
Yeah, I have, for sure. I definitely want to, because I want to do like an anabolic. And testosterone is, I don't know if it's considered an anabolic or not. I don't consider it an anabolic, but I've always wanted to do some form of steroids. So I think I have to. What I have like teetered on if I get my nuts cut, I'm getting on testosterone. Like, why not? To me, I'm clipping my balls. Why not revigorate myself?
But you already tested low, so it's not like you're doing something you should.
I'm
You're
low,
not at
but I'm
700
not.
testosterone getting.
I'm low in my range. I'm not like low, like, oh, I'm like I was in the 300 still, which is not good.
I question that shit, bro. Like, what clinic are you gonna go to? And they're gonna say, "Hey, bro, you're at 800. You're good, brother. Go on."
But they have to.
I think every clinic is gonna say you're low.
No, because if you're not low, they don't want to give you testosterone. Then you have a fucking heart attack or something.
You think high testosterone will give you a heart attack?
It's definitely going to increase your blood pressure.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't researched all the side effects of it, but you're definitely losing your hair faster. We got to go to Turkey.
You think I'm losing it faster?
If you take testosterone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because testosterone amplifies hair loss. Acne. Brother, you got acne right now.
Where?
Right here, dude. That's a little zit right there.
Little zit.
Hair loss, acne, muscle gains. Dude, you're lying. You're on it, dude.
You're so stupid.
Here's the thing I'll say about testosterone in our day and age. It's like anything over the counter you see women buy, from pharmaceutical, hair, skincare, all that stuff. Like collagen's big too right now in terms of, tissue regrowth, all the pharmaceutical benefits. So you see it a lot advertised. And like for men, like testosterone is like collagen for women, for hair growth, nails, skin, healthcare, rejuvenation, all that stuff. So that's the way I view testosterone is we are privy to a lot of information, and we're able to realize like, hey, part of the reason why we are operating below standard is because your testosterone's down. Now we can amplify your testosterone, but if you don't have the mindset to counteract or work well with the testosterone, you're probably not going to see any benefits from it. You're going to feel better, but what does that mean to your day-to-day activities? So I don't think like you go to a testosterone clinic, 9 times out of 10 you're going to have low testosterone, but those are the guys that just don't have it.
Yeah.
And clinically they can't prescribe. I mean, they can, but like they're not going to prescribe you if you're 800, 900 level range.
Right. I mean, there's guys there that they were like, all right, see you, Mr. Jones. I'll see you next Thursday. I'm like, damn, dude, you come up here every Thursday? Like, I mean, if I'm low, what's going to happen at 35? I'm going to be up here every week doing this shit. But I do feel like the clomiphene is working. I feel like my energy levels are up. Like, it's 100 mile per hour right now. And I don't know. I feel better. So we'll see what the test results say on the clomiphene and see if it works.
So one thing I think we need to pay attention to is our hats. We've released, 7 different versions of a hat. We have the baddie version, 5 different colors of like, what would you call this? Like a golf style hat?
Yeah, that's a golf style hat.
Man, and we've done a pretty good job of like getting them out there. We appreciate your support. Thank you if you're just buying them just because you like the hats, or if you're tuned in, you're watching us, and you like what we represent. We appreciate that too. Nonetheless, like it's just a way for us to kind of like, one, we wear hats. We're 35-year-old guys losing their hairline, so that's why I wear a hat. But I also like the fact that they fit my big ass head.
Yeah.
And they're comfortable. And they look good.
Hey, the best thing is literally, my wife spent one full day last weekend washing all of my hats. The best thing about these hats, they're sweat resistant. This is the only hat. Literally, she did not wash this hat. I wore it in all of my 45 touchdown passes on the season in flag football.
And you're getting on me for being a me guy. Gosh dang, dude. At your link, dude. Drop the hey. Subscribe to Kevin P. TikTok. You'll see all of his highlight touchdown passes.
Oh, man.
But yeah, we got the baddie version, which was we released that for Mother's Day. You know, just being a mother, being a wife, being a sister, being a girlfriend, representing all the baddies out there.
So shout out to the hats and what you drinking, what you thinking. We're going to take a quick break because he already drank his. I'm sipping on mine. We're going to do a little cocktail concoction here, and then we will resume. All right, we're back. What you drinking, what you thinking? Taylor's favorite segment here. So what we drinking?
Cheers first, man. The tahini.
That brings it together, huh?
It gives it that little spice. I'm drinking a ranch water. I had my first one like maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3. And I could never remember the name of it.
They're very like summerish drinks, right? Like you're not drinking this in December. So ranch water is more light on like ingredients as far as like being heavy. But it's easy to drink. It's refreshing is what it is. Yeah.
A pool day for sure, but I like drinking them too. Like I drink a lot of beer. So sometimes it's nice. You're going out like on a business event, you get a ranch water, have a couple of ranch waters, then switch to a beer versus like drinking 3 or 4 beers. You have like 2 ranch waters and feel, good. The flavor's good. If you like tequila and mineral water, it's good.
So is that the ingredients?
Tequila, Topo Chico or a version of mineral water, lime or lime juice. And you're supposed to have like a little lime garnish, but we didn't do that. Or salt or tahini on the rim. That's ranch water.
That's some ice, yeah. So that's what we're drinking and what we thinking tonight.
But you've had ranch water before?
Yeah, I've had ranch water. A much better one, but yeah, we're good.
Give me a rank, man. It's like a 7.
It's strong. This is my, I think, go-to for the summer, for sure.
You put in like a tall Yeti.
A Paloma and ranch water all summer.
That's what we're drinking. What are you thinking?
All right. So what I'm thinking is that we are at the age in our lives that we are getting emotionally invested into our kids' sports. Like, there's an age group where, they're having fun, right? They are learning the game. And there's an age group where it's like, wait, I'm getting too invested into this. And I think I'm entering that with Sophia, who's about to be 6, with soccer, because she's in her 4th or 5th season of soccer. I've coached her every season. And we're going to a soccer tournament to Galveston Beach, where she's playing on the beach with 7-year-olds, and she's right now 5, about to be 6. She's playing up. And we're making a trip because she got invited to play with 7-year-olds. And
that's huge.
Yes, I mean, it's cool.
Don't downplay it, dude.
No,
I mean, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. But like that transition to like, they're fun, they're learning type of deal to, no, wait. Like this is getting competitive stuff. I think that's where we're transitioning to as parents now. And even me as a coach this past weekend, 5 and 6-year-olds, I'm yelling at them, like, get back, like, on defense, like, and I'm yelling at them because I want to see them compete. I want to see them improve. I want to see them make adjustments. And I saw it today with you and Lee at the baseball game. And we're entering that stage of, like, 6, 7-year-olds starting to get to that next level of, like, as parents, we're starting to get emotionally invested into their games. I'm not saying it's a bad thing by any means, because you can't control it. It's emotion. But talking about you and I, we are natural competitors. Like, that's what drives us. That's what pushes us. That's what motivates us. And then we see it in our kids too, and then we kind of get involved in that. It's a lot of fun. Like, but we don't want to be those parents at the end of the day that's like questioning coaches or pushing an agenda or being that loudmouth on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a fine line there, and we're entering that gray area of like, man, where we fall.
Yeah. But also it's okay, I think, for a coach to, you invest time in these kids, you invest your energy, a lot of yourself in what you're doing, regardless if it's Little League or not. So I think it's natural to like want more and expect more from your kids that you're coaching week in, week out, right? I think where I've struggled with, not even struggle with, like how I am as a parent is how I am as a coach. More so with my son than any other kid. I have more empathy and sympathy for other kids that aren't my
100%.
So
Yeah.
it's okay to be that way. But like also like I think we're in a time also where it's hard to be hard coaches or influences on your child's life. Because, you know, for my household, like it's easy, but it's okay, baby, you tried your best. But it's also, I think, okay to be like, hey, you tried your best, but you didn't really try your best. Like have an honest conversation with your kid. You were not focused today. You were moping out there. You were whining about things you shouldn't whine about. It's part of, I think, you know, youth sports that you teach your kid at a young age. Like it's okay to support them and tell them they're doing a good job. But I think it's also okay to tell them like, hey, you didn't do a good job today. You did this good, but you did this bad too.
Yeah.
Because if you're just setting the expectation like they do everything good, then you're setting them for failure in the
100%.
long haul
Yeah,
of it.
100%.
So like, for example, like I am on my son's butt. I know what he's capable of, and I know what he can do. And like I hear the coach I'd be like, Lee, go do this. But hey, good job, Lee. Good job, Lee. I'm like, no, not good job, because you're telling him what he's doing is okay. He is an able kid that can take criticism, and if you coach him, he will change. And I think that's what we're trying to do, or you try to do as a coach and as a parent, is tell your kid, like, yeah, you're doing this good, but you're doing this bad too, and here's how you get better at it. I think that's a very natural thing. I'll say this. I mean, you saw me today. Like, as a baseball parent, I'm too competitive.
Is baseball parenting different? Is baseball in general different than soccer or football? I feel
Yes.
like it is. I feel like it
Yes.
is.
But I don't know how it's different. Like, I mean it like there's certain things you know your kid can do that aren't effort-based. Like, where like soccer and football, I think, is effort-based.
I think with like baseball, you get one opportunity, right? You get one chance to bat. You get one chance to field that ball. In soccer, you get 15 chances to play defense, to kick the ball to your teammate, to inbound it. Like, there's so many more chances to make an impact on the game in soccer, and some are good and some are bad. So you're like, okay, let's rub it off. Let's go to the next play. With baseball, it's like this was your one chance, and you didn't field it right.
Yeah.
You didn't throw it to first base right.
Yeah.
And so it's so much more under a microscope.
And yeah, I think that's true. I would agree with that. I think with baseball, it's, you realize how the how do you say this? The issue for error is more emphasized than not, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can drop a ball in football or miss a goal in baseball. That's all right, you'll get another one. But like, if you don't field a ball in baseball, you don't know if you're gonna get another one.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like little things that make it a big deal. Like certain things like bending at your waist and not bending over and trying to grab the ball. Put your glove down to the ground and scooping it with two hands and not just one. But that being said, like, I am, you know, with my son's growth through baseball in his first year, like I'm so proud of him. Like, his swing got so much better. He has great hand-eye coordination, way better than I had. He's focused. Like, he was the most consistent batter on the team. And his first year playing. Like, it's true, 100%. And he got better. He's the fastest kid on the team. And he had fun, too. He had a lot of fun, which I wasn't expecting him to have this much fun. And I love that as his father.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm also not going to cut him short of being who I am and being how I was raised that made me a better competitor, a better athlete, a better person, I think. So I think these are just little things as they get older. It's okay to be more passionate about because you're just teaching them growing qualities as a human being.
Yeah.
And
100%.
the adults that they're going
It
to
starts
become.
now. It starts now.
I think that's part of like why we started this podcast, to talk about similar issues that I think we deal with differently, because I think you're a lot more calm, cool, and collected than I am. When you're the head coach, it's different, right? I was talking about it with a coach from our baseball team today. Like, you want to get all the kids involved and you want to get all the kids playing.
Yeah.
But then there's a part of you that you want to win. In those big games, like, you're like, all right, do we do this for the detriment of the team or the better of the team? And the kids are at this age where, like, they're going to start weeding themselves out. You know, they're going to figure out who they are. And a lot of kids just want to be a part of the team, I think. It's hard to be the coach and decipher that, but I think that's okay. That's why sports is such a foundation in our country, because that's how we grow as people. I mean, there's other ways to grow too.
I mean, honestly, like, let's be honest here. Sports in high school was what grew a lot of our friendships, is what grew who we are as people today. It taught responsibility.
Yeah.
It taught
accountability.
Accountability, showing up for, on time, being there for off-season programs. It taught just like fundamentals in general of, like, just being an athlete.
Yeah.
That's what you're drinking, what you're thinking on Kevin's part. Big Husky, what you thinking?
All right. So we've talked about this. I think we've alluded to, like, life struggles and life problems. And I think it's a good thing to talk about without getting into too much detail with what you and I are going through. But I think I was thinking about this today, like, with my personal struggles of, like, life, when it comes to health, situation, I'm very, like, up and down, like, why is this happening? How do I fix it? It's out of my control. Like, how do you ground yourself with all that? And I've come back to this, like, I think the foundation of who I was a long time ago is, and I'm not trying to make this a biblical segment or anything like that, but, like, I have sanctity in God and, like, prayer and, like, getting back to my roots of religion and just being, like, trying to instill strong mental foundations of positivity, positive reinforcement, and believing that everything's going to work out the way it's going to work out. But then there's days where it's just, like, low. And, like, how do you get yourself out of that low? Do you just not, do you not think of it? Do you focus on other things? Do you tell yourself, stop being weak and be strong? Like, I'll have my lows and I'm a constant mental struggle. It's just a mental fight. This demon's not going to win today. Like, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. I know right now I don't believe that, but if I keep beating myself into that thought process and I speak it into an existence, it will be okay.
I feel like there's some things out of your control. And unfortunately, I mean, that's just life, right? I think that the way I deal with it is, how can I react and how can I support? I think as men, we never want to be the most vulnerable people in the room. We have to be the most supportive, because we are that figure to everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Wife, children, friends, everybody. You don't want to be overreactive either, because you also don't want to be too honest with yourself at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
man, like, this situation is happening. I need to be this certain figure to everybody at this point. I need to be this superhero. I need to be this person that's saying that everything's gonna be okay. And it's out of your control.
Yeah.
And but you want to project that, hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. That energy.
And you want to push that to everybody else, but deep down inside, you're thinking, fuck, bro, is everything okay?
Yeah.
you've always been the person that's been the comforter that's going to figure everything out. And then when everyone's looking at you and you're vulnerable at this time, people are looking at you for answers. It's like, well, fuck, dude. I don't have answers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah. It's weird because with my situation, I've been on, I guess now, 2 different sides of the spectrum to where I know how to be like what you're talking about, just strong, hopeful, optimistic. And I was that guy. And then now I'm on the other side where it's like, yeah, I'm hopeful, positive, and optimistic, but internally, like, there's this just fear voice inside of me that's like, what if it's not okay? What if it's this way?
Yeah.
Like, it's the demons inside of you that we all struggle every day, but when it becomes like serious life matters, it's hard to win those battles.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I've told myself this, and the only thing that I could tell you is like, you have to continue to win those daily battles of, regardless of the outcome, that you believe it's going to be okay. And you speak that into existence, you will it into existence, it will be okay. And I believe that because of my path in life thus far. And I think that's a testament in itself in terms of like what I'm going through now and where we're going to be. It's bad right now, but it's going to be better eventually. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why, but I have to beat that into myself, because if not, the alternative is not a reality I want to live in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I just wanted to like hit on that a little bit, because I think that's something, regardless if you're going to do something serious or, losing a job or finances are bad, like these are similar, I think, thought patterns that everybody goes through daily with their life. Why me? Why is this happening? And it's easy to get into like the pity form of life. But I also think it's better to be in a reactive attitude in life. Let's react to this differently than why me? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why us? There's a reason. Make it that reason, whatever that reason may be. Make it a positive. So that's what I'm thinking. And I think that's what this brand is. We're all baddie daddies at the end of the day, but it's okay to be not okay. But how do you become better? As a father, as a husband, as a friend, as a brother, as a son. Like, these are all things that we deal with that we're just trying to relate to and get better with. So
100%, brother.
baddie daddy?
Daddy, daddy.